Welcome to Dog Star Tarot. This reading is for the collective and it's for the full moon in Leo, which is happening on the 12th or the 13th of February, depending where you are in the world. The full moon's in Leo, and I've got a Moonology card here, and it says, don't let your pride get in the way. Okay, so that might be a message for some of you out there. I'm just going to look at my Moonology diary here, and the key words for this full moon are: say what you mean what you say goodbye if it's time, and don't be too proud. Okay, and it says here, because this full moon is triggering the communications planet Mercury, it's the perfect time to change everything with one conversation. Moreover, the full moon is making a harmonious alignment to lucky Jupiter, so the heavens are on your side whatever you decide to do now. Just be careful you don't say too much, because the next planetary alignment after the full moon is a clash between communications planet Mercury and the ebullient and sometimes over-the-top planet Jupiter. This lunation takes place just before Valentine's Day, which is a mixed blessing. Its high intensity means that some lovers may feel a little overwrought around the time of the full moon on the 12th and 13th. If you can get through these few days, the day and night of 14th of February should flow. So that's a little bit of a love message for you ahead of Valentine's Day. And I'm going to turn the camera around now so you can see the cards. I'm using the Gilded Tarot today, and I'm going to start with a Cross of Truth for the collective, and then I'll pull individual cards for each of the zodiac signs. So, what does Spirit want the collective to know for this full moon? One more card, please. Okay. So the energy surrounding us at the moment is the Three of Wands. Okay. Ready to move on? Do something different. You've done all the planning, you feel you're ready to go, but you're just waiting, waiting for the time, waiting for the right moment, waiting for the right ship to come in, basically. Okay. What do you need to let go of at this full moon? Or what do you need less of? And we've got Temperance. Okay. This is generally telling you to be careful, to weigh up the pros and cons. But because it's in what's in the past or what you need to let go of, I'm saying that probably this is a time you've done all the groundwork, yeah, ready to crack on and move. So just make sure that you've got the balance right, okay, that you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. I'm feeling this a lot lately, okay. And look at that, I don't know whether that's the sun, but it looks, yeah, kind of reminds me a little bit of this, don't let your pride get in the way. Don't know if that might be a message for some of you. Oh, and look what you've got in the future, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this is what you need to take with you. Make your own good fortune, you know. Make sure that you've done all the planning and preparation carefully, okay? But this is a nice energy to take forward, you know. Make your own luck. Make your own luck happen, okay? What's your biggest challenge? Page of Wands. Okay. Your biggest challenge is to realise that you're ready. Okay. This guy is not sure about, he's a little bit uncertain and not sure about whether he's ready to make the next move to becoming a knight. So this is your challenge. Okay. You need to have faith in yourself. Have more faith in yourself, because you're only going to be able to move forward if you do have faith in your, you know, your own ideas, your own abilities. Okay. And what's your blessing right now? The Eight of Cups. Okay. Walking away. Okay. And not having any regrets. For me, this is usually a card of walking away but having some regrets about it. This is a time now. And look, there's a full moon there. Yeah, I think this is putting something behind us, you know, something that isn't serving us any longer. So, yeah, all in all, there's definitely movement. Look into the future that looks, you know, pretty good, but I think it's up to you to make this happen for yourself. There's only one person in all of these cards, okay? So there isn't somebody going to turn up magically and sort everything out for you. You've just got to, you know, have confidence in yourself. Have confidence in yourself that you've done all the preparation, you've done all the groundwork, and the time's right for you to, you know, just close the door on what's gone behind. This is a blessing. Once you close the door, you've got this beautiful Wheel of Fortune here. I think this is lovely energy. Okay, now I'm going to take a card for each of you and for each of the signs. And we start with Aries. Just going to put those out of the way now. Let's see what we've got for Aries. I'm going to use, what am I going to use? I'm going to use the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, because we'll see what's going to be illuminated at the full moon. I will timestamp these. So let's just put that one out of the way as well, and that way you can see it a bit more clearly. Yeah, this is Wisdom of the Hidden Realms from Colette Baron Reid. And I will read directly from the book, because they're always very, the messages are quite insightful. So starting with Aries. So what have we got for Aries, please? Okay, oh, look at that. Sacred union, partnership and romance. Okay, that's lovely. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Looks like for some of you there is going to be romance in the air. Might not be without a little bit of, you know, you having confidence in yourself and realising that there is somebody out there for you. But what number is that? 27. Because doesn't it say in the Moonology Diary, say what you mean? I think this is about declaring what you need and what you need from a relationship. Yeah, don't be afraid to speak your mind. Okay. The Sacred Union is all about beautiful true partnership. It shows you that Spirit is listening and is always by your side, helping you to co-create your greatest desires and manifest your destiny. So even if you do feel alone here in what you're doing, remember that you have got Spirit there guiding you. Okay? partnership with the divine is yours whenever you need help. The sacred union also represents the coming together of all kinds of harmonious alliances, friendship, family, business, and of course romance. No matter what the form, this message pertains to the value of partnership and reminds you to observe the gifts bestowed upon you by this sacred union. This is a very positive omen, okay? Just be mindful as well of addictive tendencies in making partnership commitments. Are you choosing from an obsessive need to distract yourself from moving forward in your life? Are you ignoring the red flags in order to change the course of events to suit you? And could it be possible that you're the recipient of mixed messages? Well, after the Moonology, the few keywords of the Moonology diary, I'd say this is a time to be careful when you're talking to your partner. So it's a time to put a little distance between yourself and your query. More will be revealed to you to make the correct choice to support your soul's growth. So that's what I've got for you, Aries. Next up, we've got Taurus. So we have a card for Taurus, please, for the full moon in Leo. And we've got the altar priestess, preparation, prayer, and sacred ritual. And that is number 39. When I can find it. The stage is set and the world is waiting for you to take your place in sacred meditation and prayer. As your ally, the altar priestess brings a ritual of reverent interaction with the mundane world. You're being required now to see everything as sacred, all of life as a meditation, and every action as a prayer of devotion. If all is sacred, how can anything be wrong? Ask how you can shift your consciousness to see your circumstances through the eyes of the divine, and you'll realise how perfect and sacred everything is right now. The challenger is, are you degrading yourself in any way or lessening the importance of your impact in your world? Have you allowed someone to dishonour you? Have you failed to stand up for your beliefs in order to get something you want? The altar priestess warns that continuing on this path could bring you trouble, as you may be aligning yourself with lower ideas and as your companions. Another message she brings you is this: never sell yourself short when it comes to your intuition. You're always led to the highest ground when you follow your inner guidance. So that's what I've got for you, Taurus. Next up we have Gemini. Excuse me, always seem to have a cold lately. It's never ending. So what have we got for Gemini, please? The Hawk Prince. Spirit communication and paying attention. Okay, now communication is going to be key, I think, here. If you remember the reading for the collective. So let's have a look what the Hawk Prince is, number 11. I really like this card. The Hawk Prince appears with good news. He flies into your life to alert you that a message is coming to help you manifest your destiny. Expect a phone call, a letter, an email, or a conversation that lets you know the next step to take towards your greatest good, or to tell you that you've arrived at an important stage along your path. The Hawk Prince is also the ally for spirit communication, so pay attention when you think you hear something important pop out at you on the radio, the TV, or if you ever hear a conversation between strangers. Spirit is constantly in dialogue with you, and are you listening? Stay open and expect Spirit to speak to you and show you the way to your prosperity in all aspects of your life. Your challenges, the Hawk Prince challenges you to pay attention and listen to the warnings being sent your way. Are you pushing forward in spite of others' cautions about the direction you're headed? Are you refusing to listen to your own inner voice? Red flags are waving in the breeze and you're being challenged to heed their message. When the Hawk Prince descends as your challenger, it's an indication that something isn't quite right. Don't worry though. He always arrives just in time for you to let go of your old ideas and begin again. Yeah, we've definitely got that letting go here, haven't we? Spirit only wants the best for you. So that's what I have for you, Gemini. I hope this helps. Excuse me. Next up is Cancer. What message has Spirit got for my Cancerians, please? Okay. The Wise Woman of Wonderland. Integrity and compromise. Okay. Let's have a look at what the book says. 21. Oh, I opened straight at it. The Wise Woman of Wonderland brings integrity to thought, word and deed. She lets you know that as long as you're in the flow of honesty and being true to your word, she keeps you under her protection and care. When she appears as your ally, she signals a time when honesty pays off, yielding greater dividends than you expected. You'll be thankful that you remained faithful and loyal to your path. She reminds you that compromise isn't always an option. Stay true to yourself first and foremost. Although it may appear that you could lose something as a result, you can never lose what's truly yours. When the Wise Woman of Wonderland appears as a challenger, this is a sign that you may have compromised yourself out of fear. Have you been in denial about the truth of your situation? Have you sold yourself short rather than ask for what you really need? Have you given up your dream for another because you fear abandonment? The Wise Woman of Wonderland is gently reminding you that you count. Claim your good and never settle for less. Be fearless and make it so. Why hang around for more disappointment when wonderful adventures and opportunities are waiting to unfold for you? Yeah, don't hang around. Make you move. Okay, and look what you've got here. Okay, so that's what I've got for Cancerians. I hope this helps. Next up, Leo. What have we got for Leo, please? For the full moon in Leo. And we've got Sisters of the Seasons. Cycles of growth, natural law and divine order. There's a lot in here today about divine timing, isn't there? Waiting for the right moment, trusting in spirit. Right, so that is number 17. When the Sisters of the Seasons meet you on your path, they remind you that everything has a natural rhythm that obeys a higher law. Just as the seasons magically pass, be reminded that the nature of birth, growth, harvest and decay cannot be altered. So if you keep on your path with determination and discernment, allowing for the natural course of events to unfold, success is assured. Divine appropriate timing is guiding your desires into perfect manifest form. This is a very good period to start new things as you're moved out of winter into the beginning of spring. Continue with patience and be aware of the rhythms of your opportunities. There'll be periods when things slow down and begin anew, move into fruition and then slow down again in a never-ending natural flow. Be mindful of which sister greets you, for she points directly at the next. Every moment counts now. The Sisters of the Seasons sends you a warning that you're trying to jump the gun and go from winter to summer without paying heed to spring, or skip from summer to winter without allowing for the possibility of autumn. Moving too quickly, looking for shortcuts and artificially trying to prolong a hoped-for result will not yield what you desire. There are no shortcuts. It's time to rethink your plans. All 4 sisters are nature's cherished daughters, and all are important. Be careful of the difficulties they force you to endure when you try to trick them away from each other. Better to let nature take her course. Her daughters will be happy, and so will you if you let them express themselves in order. That's what I've got for you, Leo. I hope this helps. Next up, we've got Virgo. Can we have a card for Virgo, please, for the full moon in Leo? What does Spirit want us to know? And I think Spirit's telling us the High Lord of gratitude and service, selflessness, humility, conscious action. Okay. Well, the Virgos that I know are pretty selfless people. So let's see what it says. Number 2. The High Lord of Gratitude and Service has arrived to help you find your true purpose today. Feeling gratitude for each moment you experience and loving what is and what has been will remind you that every breath you take holds a deep and profound awareness. Through small actions and selfless service to another, you're automatically placed on your highest path, whether you're immediately aware of it or not. The presence of this ally lets you know that you're on the correct path to fulfilling your desires. You're also notified that your actions of service and attitude of gratitude will yield riches beyond your wildest dreams, as long as those riches aren't the goal you have in mind. Giving service with no thought of return is what's required of you today. This would also be a good time to write a list reminding yourself of all the things in your life and the world around you that you have and you have to be grateful for. If your question refers to a relationship, let gratitude be your guide. Be thankful for all you learn from this person. Truly, there are no friends and no enemies, just teachers along life's journey. Be grateful for the laughter and even for the tears. The attitude of gratitude is a magnet for true love in all its forms. When the High Lord of Gratitude and Service comes to challenge you, he signals a time for deep self-inventory. Ask yourself if your desires are driving you to become more self-serving. Have you forgotten to help others? Are you so focused on arriving at your goal or destination that you've become isolated for the people who care for you? Do your ambitions relate to making yourself special apart from others or better than they are? Have you become competitive, envious, or driven? The High Lord of Gratitude and Service challenges you to accept a gentle shift in the form of a new perception of wealth and ambition. You can also apply this to relationships. The impulse to have your own way or control how things will be serves only to push away the ones you love. It creates an energy block that repels your desired outcome so that it's far out of reach. Let go and let the divine lead you to the highest outcome. In a tiny, still moment of surrender, miracles are born. When you shift your perception in alignment with this High Lord, success will indeed be yours. So that's the message for you, Virgo, for this full moon. Next up, we've got Libra. The card for Libra, please, for the full moon in Leo. The Ringmaster of Scrutiny, discernment, clear vision and details. Okay. Don't ignore the small print, I'm feeling. Number 9. I'm reading directly from the book, simply because it's very succinct. Right, the Ringmaster of Scrutiny is all about the details. Look closely and pay attention to the smallest elements of what's been presented to you on your path. It's in these details, not the broad strokes, that you'll find the breathtaking beauty and perfection in what you observe. This ally is on your side to point to the deeper meaning of what unfolds in your life, and he reminds you that every moment counts. Staying present in this perfect moment, observing the minute things, leads you to manifest your highest good and greatest desires. Grand gestures are for others. It's the time of smallest acts that really count right now. When the ringmaster of scrutiny appears as your challenger, he warns you to observe your situation with discernment and clarity. It's time to see the flaws in the foundations you and others have built under you. It also seems you may be getting caught up in the details of your dream when really it's time to leave them to the divine. Perhaps you're worrying about the past and the future too much, forgetting that the dream is created now. Often the ringmaster of scrutiny also brings a warning to read the fine print, and watch for hidden agendas when you're involved with others. Don't worry, whatever your current challenge, things can be resolved as soon as you cultivate detachment and trust that the details will be taken care of once you turn them over to the divine. The universe has an uncanny way of self-correcting when you get out of your own way. So that's what I have for you, Libra. I hope this helps. Next up is Scorpio. What does Spirit want Scorpio to know for this full moon in Leo, please? Okay, the Spirit Whisperer. Oh, divine guidance and higher knowing. That's all about listening to your intuition, isn't it? Let's see what the book says. It's number 3. As an ally, the Spirit Whisperer comes to you heralding the miraculous and the inspired. She whispers guidance from the divine through your higher senses so that you can hear her wisdom and know her love for you. She is committed to helping you intuit the right next action and steers you away from trouble. The Spirit Whisperer keeps you inspired to move forward, always knowing, just in time, the correct next step. Look at that, yeah. Just waiting for the right time, okay? She guides you to fulfill your highest purpose. When she appears, it's a sign of inspired ideas that with continual action lead to success. If your question's about a relationship, the Spirit Whisperer speaks of soul connections, past lives and great learning through mutual mirroring. She will whisper how short, how deep and how sweet the relationship can be. There were soul bargains made even before you were both born here, and an exploration is in order. You may move forward, but keep listening to the Spirit Whisperer for the lessons that the vulnerability of love brings. The Spirit Whisperer warns you that you're about to go astray. This is when they appear as a challenge, okay? So this is kind of a warning for you. The Spirit Whisperer warns you that you're about to go astray and you need her guidance. Red flags are waving and you must pay attention lest you find yourself cleaning up messes you didn't even know you'd made. That's interesting. She challenges you to start again and trust your intuition. In time, you'll be back on track. And on this occasion, you can't possibly go wrong since you're that much more aware of the possible challenges that you need to step away from. See, here we've got a bit of, walking away from something, haven't we? If this is about a relationship, you may be repeating something in your past that you don't need to relearn. Stay away. This may end up as a costly distraction. That said, lessons learned over and over make for great wisdom later. That's what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope this helps. Next up, we've got Sagittarius. So what does Spirit want Sagittarius to know right now? The Lady of Lightning. Surprises, sometimes shock, total paradigm shift. You can see that all right. It's a lovely card. Try not to get the reflection of the light on it for you. Okay, so let's have a look what the book says. To me, it looks like something's going to come out of the blue, isn't it? Something totally unexpected for you. 35. I'll look at both the ally and the challenger because either or either one or both might apply to you. So as an ally, the Lady of Lightning brings powerful forces of change into your life. She tells you to expect a sudden shift in your circumstances. Perhaps a situation you weren't anticipating arises and offers you the opportunity of a lifetime, or a series of aha moments culminating in a pivotal flash of insight, causing everything to change just like that. Maybe someone enters your life and pushes you to new heights. You might have a brilliant idea that hits you like lightning. But be prepared, change is imminent, and a total paradigm shift may be upon you. Don't resist the changes, as this kind of lightning isn't something you want to fight. Great things are happening when the Lady of Lightning appears. Okay. When she appears as a challenger, there might be unpleasant news, an unexpected shock, or an overall sense of powerlessness. This is a time when you may be forced to make a change that you don't want to make. A situation may suddenly turn in a different direction than you'd hoped it would. But this is a sign of difficulty and unwanted surprises. But consider the idea of a thunderstorm and how beautiful and charged with electricity the world is after it passes. It will always pass because that is the nature of the storm. Your difficulties will too, as that is the way of things as well. In the realm of the Lady of Lightning, it's prudent to engage the law of non-resistance. Relax and wait out the storm in the shelter of your faith and goodwill. Okay, this is standing here, waiting for the right time again. I'm getting this a lot in all of my readings lately, about just waiting for the right time. Trust that all will be well, even though it doesn't seem like it in the moment. Wonderful new life has an opportunity to grow when the storm passes. The Lady of Lightning would much prefer to be your ally anyway. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. I hope this helps. Next up, we've got Capricorn. What does Spirit want Capricorn to know for the full moon in Leo? Okay, we'll go with that one. Gaia's Garden. Oh, lovely. Excuse me. Fruition, abundance, reaping what you sow. And I'm going to read both the ally and challenge messages for you. This is number 18. In Gaia's Garden, you have everything you need to make your dreams come true. Yeah, trust in yourself. Okay? There's no shortage of anything, and you're constantly reminded of the law of supply. Gaia is the infinite spirit manifest in all tangible things. She represents the abundance of nature. When she comes as your ally, she invites you to partake of all the blessings of life. There will be enough for everyone. Success comes to you from the fruits of your intentions, and all is well with the world as a result. This is also a sign to remind you to give thanks and maintain an attitude of humility and gratitude as your greatest good now manifests. Gaia's gifts are sweeter when you share them with others. When Gaia appears as a challenger in a garden, she gently points out that you've forgotten to give back to the world. Perhaps you've become a bit lazy, expecting fruit to fall from the tree while you rest below its leaves. Gardens require tending, watering, and food for the soil. Everything you have within you is needed in the world, so don't underestimate the power of what you have to offer. Timely effort is called for when Gaia challenges you to help her in a garden. So ask not what you will get, but what you can give. You'll be pleasantly surprised by this change of perception. Be careful not to procrastinate too much, or the window of your current opportunity might close. But even if you do miss this one, as long as you're willing to help in the garden, you'll most certainly see another. Oh, that's lovely, Capricorn. I like that message for you. Next up is Aquarius. What have we got for Aquarius, please? What does Spirit want Aquarius to know for this full moon? The Chess Queen. Trust and strategizing. Okay, 30. The Chess Queen has all the tools you need to aid in your quest for a life of purpose, peace and prosperity. When she arises your ally, you're given the task of asking Spirit for a vision in your life. Ask also to know the right actions to ensure your part in this process of unfolding. Then, with a sense of trust, allow the strategy to be given unto you by the divine. Are your own goals and desires in alignment with the divine plan for your life? This is a reminder that there is a plan, and then there is the divine plan for your life. When you're in alignment with the latter, all manner of messages are delivered to you to aid you in taking the next right action. The Chess Queen says that you will win this game as long as you let Spirit choose your moves. Follow your bliss and the inspired messages delivered to you by your soul. You can't lose when you enter the realm of the Chess Queen and she appears as your ally. When she appears as a challenger, it simply means that you're living too much in your head, planning, scheming, and strategizing what your future will look like and how and when it will unfold. Remember the saying, man plans and God laughs? You can't know the power and beauty that is meant for you until you let go and ask for divine guidance. The laws of cause and effect apply here. Don't dictate what you want, as your wants may not be in your highest good. Ask instead for the miracles set aside for you and for you alone. What does Spirit want for you? Perhaps it's time to let go and turn your life over to the care of a higher power. See, that's your blessing here. Letting go and turning your life over to the care of a higher power. Okay, trusting in the divine. You can never lose when Spirit plays the game of life on your behalf. So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. I hope this helps. Okay, last but not least, we have Pisces. What does Spirit want Pisces to know, please? Oops. That one wants to come out, doesn't it? The Ice Queen. Or King, I guess. Ideas preserved, non-action, entitlement. Okay, I'm going to read both the ally and the challenge message for you here. So 28. The Ice Queen has come to block your movement for your highest good. Okay, standing still then. Let your ideas be preserved until later. You can thaw them out and use them at another time when they will best serve. The realm of the Ice Queen is the place of non-action. Okay, yeah, waiting here patiently. Okay. Now's the perfect time to take a look at how far you've come and ask yourself for a reclarification of your highest goals. Not all your plans can be accomplished at this moment. In fact, putting them on ice allows for the perfect timing later on. Don't be too hasty in trying to reach your goal, because an even better one will present itself if you surrender and spend the winter with the Ice Queen. Perhaps you're trying to do too many things at once. This is a good occasion to choose only one thing to focus on and let the Ice Queen put the others in the deep freeze until a more appropriate time. She'll let you know when it's time to let them thaw. Okay, so it's basically saying, just sit on things for a while. You'll know when the timing's right. When the Ice Queen comes to challenge you, she asks you to look at the illusion of ownership. Do you believe you truly own anything in the world? For example, do any of us really own land? Or do we own ideas? Or is it that we simply laid claim to something we believe we're entitled to? Even inspiration is borrowed from Spirit and shared by all in the field of divine consciousness that permeates everything. Others have thought of even your most ingenious ideas somewhere else in time. And so what? Life incarnate is short. When you transition, you take nothing with you from the material world. The Ice Queen calls upon you to release your hold on your relationships, your belongings, your home, and all aspects of your life. Let life flow as it will. So yeah, wait, and then no regrets, okay? No regrets about letting go of things if you're holding on too tightly. The Ice Queen calls upon you to release your hold on your relationships, your belongings, your home, and all aspects of your life. Let life flow as it will. Everything is impermanent. Once you recognize that, everything is seen as the living miracle that it really is, and you won't be frozen into self-induced limitations. It's time to let go of ownership in general and be grateful for and enjoy what you've been gifted with. I'm going to add to that, letting go of trying to control everything, okay? And that's just what I've got. So if you're trying to control outcomes, just stay frozen in this Ice Queen energy for a little while. You'll know when it's time to move on and what you need to leave behind. So that's what I've got for you, Pisces. I hope you've enjoyed this reading, and yeah, please give me a like, share and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Bye for now.